And there's a reason I'm using laser beam for this. And I'll get into it once the match starts, because a lot of this interim stuff I tend to edit out when I actually make videos. Where's Newt? Hi, Newt. Bye, Newt. Visit Reckless Railways and eliminate an enemy player. Well, alright, I'll visit Reckless Railways. After I get an airbending scroll. Alright. So the reason I have elected to use laser beam this round ties into the narrative. See, now, like just a few days ago, like I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago, I posted a video as a thank you for 200 subscribers, and now I'm at 300. So like I can't do like a thank you if I'm gonna be going, you know, going up that fast. Not that I don't appreciate it, but I won't do a special video for it every time. But I figure, since there's like people coming to my channel and whatnot, which again I never anticipated, but since there are people coming by, I thought I would give a little brief kind of how I got into, you know, the hell is a nearly 50-year-old guy doing streaming Fortnite. Anyway, so let's see. It's a lot. Well, I mean, it's not a super long story. I mean, I like video games. That's the easy version, but the base version is, I mean, well, I've been like a video gamer my entire life. My first video game console was the Atari 2600 back in the early 80s. I mean, I had like all the classic games. You heard, like my first like favorite obsession game was Pitfall. On the Atari 2600. That was my jam. That was also, incidentally, one of the first games that could be quote-unquote finished, because Pitfall had a 20-minute time limit. But yeah, and also I had like some of the other more infamous games you may have heard of, like E.T. the Extraterrestrial. I had that game. I've played that game. It is as bad as the legends say. Ooh, wait, I got a person here. You have an SMG? Oh, you do. So sweet. All right, yeah, Pitfall is indeed as bad as the legends. Not Pitfall. E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. Are you up on the mountain? Oh, screw you. I'm out of here. Yeah, it is as bad as the legends say. But aside from that, and I tend to get very into video games. Like, I'm not like a broad spectrum gamer. Like, I don't play like handful and handful and handful of games. Like, you know, I'm not always like game hopping. I tend to find games that I like and then stick with them. And that goes right back to, like I said, Atari 2600. I played Pitfall to death. And then as time went on, I would find other games. You know, like, I got a little older. We got a Nintendo Entertainment System for Christmas. And my jam became the original Metroid. Like, that was my thing. So as you can see, as I think I've explained here, I've always been into video gaming, and tend to really sink into games that I enjoy. What do I got for sale? I'll take a blue. So there's that factor in all this. Now, I will catch the train, make life even more different and interesting. And I will buy that. get this. Gimme, gimme. So, let's fast forward from my video gaming youth. Because I could go through all the systems I had and all that, but that's just boring and no one's interested in that. Alright, or maybe you are, but I'm not going to do it. So I've always been into gaming, and, you know, years go on, I grow up, become an adult, move out into the world, seek my... Wait a minute. Did I actually buy that? Or did I buy this and, like, drop it or something? I didn't... I'm not doing well here at the moment. There we go. So anyway. You know, I've always enjoyed games. Grow up, move out into the world, become an adult, job, real life, all that stuff starts happening. Get married, have kids, do the whole thing. Get divorced, separate. One kid grows up, moves away. And now fast forward to more present day, where I've got a teenage daughter. Oh, I already have my... Oh, more airbending. I'm gonna take my car. When my teenage daughter was younger, is when the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing happened. When that game dropped, and she was a big fan of that kind of jump scare game. Like, it was a whole new thing. Like, when Five Nights at Freddy's came out, it was a sensation. If you were there, then you know. Oh, hey, look at these guys. Oh, wait. So she was into Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, the way that factors in is she used to watch a lot of it on YouTube. And now, watching video games on YouTube, that was a new and different experience for me. Especially like the competitive ones, like the online. I've always been a solo gamer, and as an adult, probably my biggest game before I started getting into Fortnite, and it's still a game that I play fairly often. Skyrim. But yeah, I was never big into like multiplayer games or anything like that. But my daughter got us into Five Nights at Freddy's, so we started watching a lot of that on YouTube. And of course, if you're watching Five Nights at Freddy's on YouTube, you're inevitably going to start following Markiplier. So there was Markiplier. It's got a scope, but I'll live. So we had Markiplier. From Markiplier, I use some healing. From Markiplier, I went to, I discovered Jacksepticeye. And his, the whole Happy Wheels thing. Oh, it's Valor. I like that skin. Such a shame to have to kill her. Yeah, Jacksepticeye and his whole Happy Wheel series. And I absolutely loved that, which, I mean, many people did, but I thought it was fantastic. So I loved Happy Wheels, started following Jacksepticeye, and from Jacksepticeye, he started playing a game called Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, which I thought was a really cool game. But he didn't do a whole lot of it. He did like an episode here and there and that sort of, so nothing too engaging. So I started looking for, other, because I wanted to see more of it. So I'm like, well, who else is doing Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator? So I start looking around, searching Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I don't think I'm gonna find a better, yeah. Unless that's maybe, nope. How about you? What are you? Nope. So I start looking for other people who are doing Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. And in my search for that, I discover Laserbeam. So, yes, I've been following Laserbeam since the days of Boris the Turtle Taurus.
I will call him Boris.
Now, of course, from Laserbeam, following him, once I was following Laserbeam, of course, after Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator and all his stuff, he, of course, started playing Fortnite. Which, okay, that's a really long-winded way of saying that's how I ended up here. And how I got into Fortnite. Jerks. Kill me while I'm trying to tell my story. Alright, so yeah, from Laserbeam is where I got into Fortnite. And of course, Laserbeam doesn't necessarily play Fortnite in the traditional way. As it was the same thing with Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Laserbeam, of course, is known as being a memer. I'm about to run face first into death. Not today, Harley. So yeah, I get to know Fortnite, but I get to know it as, not as it's necessarily meant to be played, but from a kind of sillier, non-serious aspect. If that makes sense. But anyhow, that's my long winding road to Fortnite. And then Fortnite got even more important because, like I said, I've got a son who's an adult now, and I have a daughter who's a teenager. And my son lives on the other side of the country. So obviously he and my daughter don't get to see much of each other. What Fortnite became was a way for all three of us to hang out together. It's like you've got you know, me and my wife split up, which, you know, was my daughter's mom. So I'm living a town over from my daughter, and my son's on the other side of the country. But 3 of us can all hang out in Fortnite together. And what was great is seeing the 2 of them hanging out as she, you know, grew through a number of years, and really, the 2 of them really got to know each other better and built a relationship and all that. So it was really nice. And then, you know, he doesn't play quite so much anymore. She doesn't really play a whole lot herself, but like I said, I get into a game I enjoy, and I like doing it. And I like Fortnite, and it's constantly evolving, so there's no real, you know, it's a game that doesn't really end. But again, since I got into it through, you know, someone who's all about, you know, memeing and silliness and everything, I've just never, and I've never been super competitive. I've always been the kind of person, like, I prefer my games to be like solo, just on my own type of thing. So I never felt the drive in Fortnite to, like, oh, I've got to, you know, I've got to place on the leaderboards and all that. No, I could not care less about leaderboards and scores and all that kind of thing. Funny little aside too is yeah, so like I said, I completely that was a miss. Alright, I'm coming in. Knock knock. So not too long after my ex and I first separated, and I moved in with a friend of mine from work, and you know, her boyfriend lived there too. It was the 2 of them, and you know, because it was like, you know, divorce proceedings time, so you know, you kind of have to, you know, everything's in flux. So I was between homes at the moment. However, I'm trying to talk. Alright, there you go. So, he was, a budding tattoo artist. And was trying to build a portfolio as he was, you know, trying to get started. Kill you. So, offered me that he would do a tattoo for me, you know, dirt cheap. But at the same time, since he was just getting started, I didn't want anything super fancy. So I couldn't figure out at first what to do. And then my daughter and I kind of touched base because she wanted to watch me get a tattoo. So basically what ended up happening is I let her pick. I'm like, all right, what kind of tattoo should I get? And her response was basically, get a yeet tattoo, like laser beam. So yeah, this Fortnite skin I'm playing, where it has the yeet tattoo inside of the left bicep, I myself have that exact same tattoo. And it's funny because I actually posted it on Twitter once and tagged Laserbeam in it, and he actually liked it and responded with a little heart. So somewhere out in the world, Laserbeam himself has seen my yeet tattoo. Which, again, was, yes, it's a Laserbeam fan tattoo, but at the same time, it's also, you know, it was primarily a tattoo for my daughter. Because, you know, it was, you know, okay, you can pick Daddy's new tattoo and that sort of thing. But at the same time, yes, I have a laser beam yeet tattoo. But anyway, all that long, winding babbling, that's basically how I ended up here. Just playing Fortnite and having fun with it. And now I stream it, and people apparently like to watch that. So that's why I'm here.